How's everybody doing today? It's me again, and I'm back again with this sixth part, I believe, of the horror cult exploitation DVD update. And I hope everybody had a good and safe 4th of July. And I'll go ahead and just set this off with Dead and Buried. I'll just start off by saying that this was an excellent movie. I'm not really going to get too much into the plot, just to keep from spoiling it. It basically takes place in this town called Potter's Bluff, and pretty much any outsider or tourist or whatever that comes in there pretty much is not welcomed. I mean, saying it like that, when I think about it now, and thinking about how the movie turns out towards the end, that's kind of an incorrect way to put it, but to keep from spoiling it, that's the way I have to put it, and that's all I'll say about it. But this is an excellent movie. It starts off, the first scene is a fucking doozy, and it just gets eerier, and it actually stars a young Robert Englund, kind of a minor role, but this is the Blu-ray put out by Blue Underground, and I have to say extras are good as usual, but I mean the Blu-ray quality on this is not Blu-ray quality at all. Blue Underground puts out better looking standard DVDs than this, so I was very disappointed with the actual quality of the video on this, but the movie itself is fucking excellent. Highly recommend this. Next up is Soul Survivor. It revolves around this woman that survives a plane crash. She actually meets up with this other lady eventually that actually, it turns out she predicted the plane crash, and she predicted that this particular woman would be the only survivor. But the lady that's kind of predicting everything, she also predicted kind of other people's situations and deaths and things like that. But yeah, they kind of compare this to Final Destination, and it does have that vibe to it. It came out in '82, so I'm guessing the Final Destination movies were influenced by this movie or movies like this. So this is released by Code Red. It's got quite a few special features, audio commentary by star Karen Larkey and producer Sal Romeo, also a commentary by a historian, moderated by film historian Jeff McKay and cult director Jeff Burr. Interviews, theatrical trailers, Code Red trailers. But yeah, this was a very creepy, very eerie movie. Just like Chris Alexander says from Fangoria, it's actually it is quietly creepy. I mean, it's not like extremely gory or anything like that, but very effective in its creepiness. And it's Soul Survivor, put out by Code Red. Definitely check this out. I got it at Fry's for I think $9 or $10. Next up, we have one of my grails that I was looking for, The Gate. I know people were finding this at I think it was Big Lots, like a ways back for like $3, but I missed that train, so by the time I wanted to get it, it was obviously out of print, hard to find, so I've been looking for this for months, and on Friday I actually stumbled upon a copy at Half Price Books for $12, so I picked it up, didn't hesitate. As you notice, it's in one of these weird little CD-like cases. I don't know if that's the standard case it comes in or what. But anyway, the movie itself is basically about these two kids that dig up this hole that's filled with these rocks that have crystals in them, so they keep digging further to find more of those rocks with the crystals in them. But what they don't know is they're opening up this gate, like a gateway to hell with a bunch of these little demons in it. Excuse me. Not exactly a gory movie. It is only PG-13, but there's actually a few pretty brutal scenes in it. And the actual demons themselves are really, really small. They're kind of like in between Lilliputians and Munchkins or some shit. They're like really small, but not like microscopic or anything. They're just like a little bit smaller than midgets. But definitely, I mean, if you guys can find this, this is definitely one you should check out. And I'm actually wanting to find The Gate too. I'm guessing that's probably even a little bit more harder to find than this. But I'll go ahead and open it up and show you guys the disc. Just a standard platinum release, got a little insert. But yeah, I was really glad to find this. I was amazed to see it at Half Price Books, honestly. And actually, at the one that I found it at, I've been finding quite a lot of things that I've been looking for, like Summer Party Massacre 3 and stuff like that. But anyway, next up, Sweet 16, kind of a slasher, revolves around this girl who just actually moves to this town, and she actually gets caught up in these murders. Like the first few murders, excuse me, she just happens to be around the same place that the murders take place, and people start to suspect her, but a sheriff gets involved and actually gets involved in trying to figure out who the killer is, and who it actually turns out to be is kind of surprising, and the ending is kind of surprising itself. So definitely, this is another one you guys should check out if you haven't already. Another Code Red release, and it is an anamorphic widescreen. It's got a few special features on it. So I mean, decent release by Code Red. Check it out. And then we have Dario Argento's Phenomena, starring the young Jennifer Connelly and Donald Pleasance. Basically revolves around this girl who can communicate with bugs telepathically and kind of control them. And that's basically what the whole story revolves around. And there's these murders going on, and she uses that ability to help solve these murders. And that's pretty much it. The ending is excellent. If you like monkeys, you will definitely dig the ending. That's all I'm going to say. That monkey is a beast, and that's all I'm going to say. There's a few features on here. Audio commentary with Argento, a few other things, a bio, some trailers. One of my favorite Argento films, especially because of the ending. But anyway, Shadow Builder, Bram Stoker's Shadow Builder, basically revolves around this kid that's kind of special, I guess, and there's this demon known as the Shadow Builder, kind of goes around hunting for him, collecting souls and shit. But really a strange movie. Not a lot of people actually mention or talk about this movie. Stars Michael Rooker from Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, and he really knows how to pick his roles. First he plays a serial killer, and in this one he plays a priest that uses profanity and carries around 2 gats with infrared beams on them. So to me, he's batting 1,000 for roles. I mean, I haven't seen all his movies, but the movies I've seen him in, grade A shit, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, this is a lesser known one. This was also in Fangoria's 100 Best Horror Films You've Never Seen. So definitely give this a look. I found this used at FYE for about $3, $3.99 or so. So definitely check this out if you spot it. Next up is the classic I Spit on Your Grave, Day of the Woman. Everyone knows about this. This is the Millennium Edition. Features a commentary by Joe Bob Briggs, basically about this woman that gets raped by these 3 goofy dudes, and she just gets revenge and just owns them. Basically, that's it. basic disc, pretty much. Little insert. Nothing too special. And then we have The Faculty, kind of like a take on. It reminded me of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, except with like a huge ass alien creature thing at the end. It's directed by Robert Rodriguez, and it takes place mostly in a high school. Revolves around like high school kids, obviously, but surprisingly good film. Actually, when I first heard about this film years ago, I was like, nah, whatever. But I actually got around to watching it. Was pleasantly surprised by it. So, if you can find this cheap, definitely don't hesitate to pick it up. And I'll go ahead and cut that off there because I'm getting close to time. So, see you on the next part. Peace.